Madden 2023. Madden 23 was released this past weekend, I think on Friday, to pretty much the sheer enjoyment of all fans, all football fans, gamers everywhere. Now, even though there isn't exactly much to speak on with this topic, I feel as though there are actually a few things worth noting that needs to be addressed because I just think things are snowballing when it comes to this game. Don't get me wrong, I like playing Madden, but you know, I haven't owned a PS2, 3, 4. Like, I just don't have time for it with my schedule. Obviously, this I have time for, but whatever. So first of all, the game hasn't really been updated in 5 years. And most gamers know that essentially, you know, guys and girls that are buying it, that they get the updates, things that aren't completely 100% done. You get the new update, new software update or whatever. Obviously, that comes with updated rosters. And to have slight changes that aren't really worth, like, I mean, you have like, I forget what it's called, like in-game movies or whatever, where they pan to the sidelines and you see like a coach getting all animated or freaking out or whatever. And in reality, every year to spend somewhere between $60 and $70 for a new game it costs. So it's kind of weird to sit there and say that how crazy of a draw this is, that everybody's waiting for the new Madden. Everybody's waiting for the new Madden. So the game, you know, slight updates to the graphics a little bit, gameplay, whatever you want to argue. But you have one thing everyone pays the most attention to when it comes to Madden, and that's the ratings for individual players, teams, offense, defense, etc. Which, let's be honest, I think, and I have to imagine everybody else believes that it's getting kind of out of control because professional athletes are taking to Twitter, other social media outlets, chirping about their issues or trying to debate how their scores are so low and not as high as other players. So they feel like it's a joke. Honest to God, it's like you're talking about legit grown-ass men. Granted, some are in their early 20s, or, well, most are. I mean, 37 ain't nobody in the NFL my age anymore. But you're talking about a video game, and they care way too much about what a video game says about them and not enough about their actual job, because now we live in a world where the idea of talent is determined by a number from such said child's video game. You know, I remember back when I was playing in high school or even a little before that, when like 99 was the top thing. It was like, oh, you want to be in that 99 club. You want to be in that part of that upper echelon of, not like Mike Vick. Mike Vick was insane. 99 speed, 99, like everything. So you have guys out there, like I think I read, you know, just because Eagles fan, I think it was Jalen Reagor and somebody else, that they scored the same, and it's like, really? I'm on the same level as Jalen Reagor, not taking shots at him, like, because it wasn't me, but I mean, like, that's the idea. So you have a lot of discrepancies about people that have their own issues, have their own problems, have their own insecurities, I guess you could call it, because, I mean, what else is this? It's a video game, but you play a child's game. It's out of control. And for the draw that the game brings in every year when the game gets released also seems bizarre to me. You know, I started this podcast separate from my other podcast with Booch, doing the Booch and Pat show, because he hasn't had a lot of time and it's hard for us to get together. This, I'm just by myself. I can do this on my own. But I know I talked to him. He goes out, he was debating buying a PS5 or Madden 23. And I said, it's a no-brainer. Get the PS5. You've been waiting for that. Like, people are having a hard time just trying to find one, let alone be able to have one in their possession that they can afford. Madden, that's always going to be there because people are always playing it. And they're always going to do updates. They're always going to try and somehow finagle you and trick you into believing that it's getting better. But is it?